in Christina's therapy session?
Well, this so-called therapist kept twisting my words, making it sound like I'm some animal who, women should fear. Christina ate it up. I guess she felt validated. I don't know. Oh, man. My own daughter has no faith in me. But she believes Johnny's lies on the witness stand. Christina thinks I'm some kind of vicious animal. But I'm not that person. I mean, you and I, we've been married a bunch of times. We've been together how many years? I never abused you.
You know, Sonny, the awful way you grew up still lives inside of you. And that anger runs deep, and it really doesn't take much for you to tap into that and it to set you off. I don't think you realize some of the things you say and what you do.
So, in other words, you do believe I abused you?
Not much alike. I guess that's what attracted us to each other. We're impulsive, we don't realize the damage we've caused till it's already done.
You're dodging the question. Do you honestly think that I abused you?
Christina asked me that question.
What do you mean, Christina? When?
After your outburst in court.
What'd you say?
I told her the technical truth.
I'm afraid to hear what that means.
I was as honest with Christina as I felt was appropriate, Sonny. I'm not Christina's parent. There are questions that only you and Alexis should answer. But I did think she deserved the truth as much as I could give it, so I told her that, our relationship was dysfunctional and volatile. That we genuinely loved each other, but we were toxic together. And that, no, you never hit me.
Thank God for that.
I mean, you shot me in the head once, but accidents happen. Can't you still hear us? I mean, I can. I can hear the yelling and things breaking. I can hear you calling me a faithless whore. Screaming at the top of your lungs that I'm worthless. I've never seen anyone get as angry as you. And your rage, Sonny, your rage is overwhelming. You zero in on what's weak in someone and you hammer away. You dismantle it piece by piece. And I look back and I'm horrified at myself. I'm horrified that I put up with it, that I rationalized it, and I participated in it. But that was my illness. I stayed with you, and I let it happen over and over again. The vicious cycle. And you know what, Sonny? It's called abuse.
I can take that, but I want you to hear my side. I have a temper, bad temper, and you've seen the worst of it, and I have yelled at you, I have screamed at you, called you names, and I'll even take it a step further. I might have grabbed you at some point, but you by no means were innocent. You lied to me, you cheated on me, right? And you even set me up with the feds.
I don't deny that. I didn't deny it to Christina.
Right. I'm just saying it takes two to tango. We were equals, and you weren't the helpless type. How many times did you deliberately do something knowing it was going to hurt me and set me off?
Many.
You deliberately provoked me, and then you gave as good as you got.
Yes, I did.
Right. And I never saw you cowering on the floor, sobbing, beaten, because that's what I see as abuse. That's what my mother and I went through for years.
You know what, Sonny? You asked me a question. Did you abuse me? And I am trying to answer you with my truth and my reality, and you're discounting it because it's something you don't want to believe about yourself. You can abuse someone without lifting a finger. It's not about bruises and scars.
You're splitting hairs.
No, you're in denial. Think about Christina. She's lied, she's talked back, she's behaved badly. Would you want Christina to be with someone who treats her the way you treated me?
I'm glad you came by.
Swear to God, Sonny, if this is about you and
No, it's about you and me. Just
even worse.
no, seriously.
No.
I need to talk to you.
Okay.
We grew up together. You knew me before I was Sonny Corinthos, and where I came from, how it shaped my life, and you don't pull any punches with me. So, do you consider me abusive?
Well, I already answered this question once before. When Dante asked.
Him too?
Sorry?
No, because Christina went to Carly and asked. Just tell me.
I told him about that time that you and I were arguing about Joe Scully.
Right.
And I hauled off and I slugged you right in the face, and I could see every instinct in you screaming out to hit me back. And I saw the rage on your face, and I saw your fist clench. But you didn't do it. You walked away. And that's what I told your son about you, that you would never hit a woman, no matter how mad you got.
Carly thinks I'm abusive. I told her it takes two to tango. You know how she can be. You don't think I am, right?
Well, Sonny, I can only speak to who you were when you were 16. You know, what you experienced over the next 30-some-odd years, I wasn't there for that. I know people do change. I mean, God knows I did. I saw the way that you treated your wife, and that wasn't a pretty picture.
Claudia was a manipulative snake, a dangerous person. What do you want me to say?
I'm not going to argue that. But the answer to that would have been to leave her. Right? Or how about this? Not marry her in the first place. Not stick around and try to break her and control her. You know, and Carly, I mean, the woman married you 4 times. If she said you abused her, you probably did. I'm sorry.
No, whatever.
No, look, I know how awful it is to take a personal accounting and to see that there's some part of you that has become something that you despise. But what matters is what you're going to do next. All right? You admit it. You admit what you've become, and then you do everything in your power to get better.